Kleenex and stuff up here, huh?
Coach, we'll have you give an opening statement.
Got it.
All right, a reminder that the Southeastern Louisiana locker room is now open for interviews with additional student athletes. We are joined by Southeastern Louisiana head coach Isla Gazzardo and student athletes Haley Giartano and Jalencia Pierre. First, we will open with a statement from Coach Gazzardo.
Ultimately, we are very blessed to be here on this stage. When we took over this program a few years ago, this was a goal of ours. I wish the game could have been a different type of outcome, but one thing that we did from the start of the game to the finish of the game is we played hard. You know, we played hard in the fourth quarter. No, we didn't make shots. We struggled around the rim from the three, but we played hard on both ends of the floor. That's one thing that this team does. We talked about their blue-collar team. They are truly a blue-collar team. It's tough to guard Iowa. It's going to be tough for anybody in the tournament to guard Iowa. They have some pieces that make them very different than a lot of schools. But, you know, we did it to the best of our ability. It wasn't one person's fault. You know, we had multiple people on, Caitlin Clark, but, you know, she's a great player. There's a reason she's a contender for Player of the Year. But overall, very proud of our team, very proud of our fight.
Thank you, Coach. We will now take questions for our student athletes.
Coach, your quickness on your team, especially the point guard here, is just unbelievable. And, you know, I would think that that's probably why you won a lot of games this year. It
is. You know, in our league, we pride ourselves on defense. You know, our speed, our quickness, our ability to get up the floor at a fast pace has been a high caliber, you know, for us. Getting into this level, you know, when your speed is almost matched in a way, it was a little tough for us. And then we had Jen in foul trouble for pretty much most of the game. She played the whole second half really with 4 fouls. But yeah, that's where we want to keep milking it, as our speed.
All right, any questions for our student athletes?
What did you think of Iowa's physicality? Was that you guys have played anything like that this year, or is that a little bit more than you guys around?
I think we're used to physicality in our league. That's something that is very prevalent in our league, so I don't think that was too much.
Yeah, they're just a little bit bigger than us. Yeah. No, my 2 bigs went out, and when the 2 bigs went out, it was going to be tough for us to be able to front the post and be in help side. They really just catch it and score over us. But one thing we're going to do is we are going to fight. We're going to make every pass hard. We're going to make every score around the rim tough. But, you know, that physicality is something that we hit every day in the Southland Conference. And it's a great league. It's getting better, and that's only making us better.
Susan Harmon, HawkFanatic.com. For the players, Iowa got off to a really fast start. Clark made for first 4 shots, and it's a couple of free throws. At that point, did you guys try to make some adjustments, or what did you try to just slow Iowa down by doing?
Yeah, we just knew we had to slow the pace back down, make it harder for her, and really just lock in on trying to make our shots to get back in the game.
We really just needed to lock down on defense more. And when we figured out, we shut it down, maybe second quarter on down points, we realized we had to step it up a little bit more and keep fighting.
Ethan Petrick, Waterloo Cedar Falls Courier. Just what was it like seeing over 14,000 people here to watch you guys play today, hostile environment aside?
Yeah, I think it was a very cool experience, something we've never experienced before. So.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, we had to learn how to, communicate with each other, but it was nice having a big crowd.
And they're being modest.
Yeah.
This is why we play the sport. This is why we coach the sport. You know, what they brought to women's basketball is awesome. The fact that they support, we had fans shaking our hands on the way out, good fight, good fight. That's what you want, and just people supporting women's basketball. 14,000 is loud. It's loud. It's tough to call plays. It's tough to hear anything. It's tough for the refs to hear us call fouls, but it's a great atmosphere, great experience, something that I know they'll remember forever.
John Steppe, Cedar Rapids Gazette, 11 points in the second half. What was it that Iowa did defensively to really be such a challenge?
Actually, after like second quarter, they start going zone. So it's like we had to punch more gaps and attack more when we go in there with the bigs. It's like a challenge. So they're forcing us to shoot the outside shots. So the zone really, really helped them up.
Yeah, like Jen said, I think they spread us out a little more, and we were trying to have to drive a little bit more because we're not a great three-point shooting team. So.
All right. Any additional questions for our student athletes? All right, ladies, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll continue with questions for Coach Gazzardo.
Braden Roberts, Go Iowa Awesome. Coach, you've played Utah and LSU this year. How does Iowa compare with those teams?
Each of them had a very important piece to their puzzle. I'm going to be honest, though. We haven't seen anything like Caitlin Clark. What she can do with the ball from a scoring, advantage to her passing. And I think that's where we almost became on the sidelines. Like, oh, it was a great pass. She can see the floor. She has the ability to score over, my 5'2" point guard. What she can do has just been amazing. LSU's got, a little bit more bigs with Angel Reese, and Utah same with their bigs. But, as far as the guard spot, we haven't seen anything like that.
Coach, so you said beforehand that Iowa, they're not a big defensive team. What was it that Iowa did defensively that you didn't anticipate?
They went zone. I anticipated it. When you look at a Big Ten team, you think that they can guard a little south of the school. I'm going to be honest with you. You would think that they could guard us man-to-man, but they went zone. Great game plan, because we don't shoot the three ball well. In our league, we're making 4 threes. It's a good day for us. We can't make 4 threes when we're going against Iowa. We've got to be able to shoot the ball consistently from the three-point line, and that would help open up our inside game a little bit more. But going zone was a great game plan in the second quarter. They went zone, and they stayed 2-3 zone for the remainder of the game. You hope they go man because we think we could score a little bit better versus man. But that game plan adjustment for them was great.
John asked my question, so.
All right, any additional questions? Thanks for joining us today, Coach.
Thank you.